Joining me now from Michigan to talk about exactly what happened out there today, Fox News contributor Stephen Crowder. Stephen, first, you got hit pretty hard. You have a chipped tooth. You have another injury. What happened?
Well, listen, I'm under-rested, overworked right now, and still tough enough to take the union's greatest punch, apparently. I'm not that hurt. Listen, it was more mentally shaking to see this happen. It was more upsetting to get home and see my wife so upset. I went out there, and leftists right now are saying that I deserved the beating that I got, completely physically unprovoked. And the reason for that is that I did go in, and apparently I provoked it by asking them why they're against right to work. By asking them, what about someone in Michigan who might want to work for a company and might not want to join a union? And then, of course, I asked them, as they were consistently destroying private property with people in the tent. They were tearing the tent apart, Sean, and destroying it. I asked them to stop. Many of us tried to pull them off the tent. And so, yes, in that sense, apparently I did provoke the 4 unanswered punches directly to my face. Call me a provocateur.
Explain exactly what happened.
Okay, well, I can't see the portion of the video that you're running right now. I'm assuming it's right before the assault.
Walk us through the events of what you know what's in the video. So why don't you walk us through what happened?
Okay, well, first off, I went in, asked a few people, why are you against right to work? People were immediately hostile, were immediately violent. I was near the Americans for Prosperity tent. They began tearing this tent down, tearing it apart while people were still in it. A tent, by the way, Sean, that can fit about 800 people. Do you realize how long that takes? This wasn't someone pulled out a pin. These people assaulted the tent and tore it down. When we came out to say, listen, there are women in here, there are old people in here, stop doing this, that's when they got even more violent and unruly.
Let me stop you there. Were there women and old people in there when they collapsed that tent?
You can see in this video a woman walking out as they're trampling on that tent. You can see her walking out from it. There were certainly women and old people in there beforehand as they started tearing it down. If some of them got out, I don't know. Just like, was I able to mitigate the injuries as this guy was wailing on my face? Yes, absolutely. But that doesn't change the intent. And I want to make something very clear here, Sean. I never went out here to try and be assaulted, as leftists might say. I went out here to prove the left for who they truly are. Certainly this union thugs, and I've achieved that. But people want to see civil action taken against him. So I just want to say one thing really importantly. I am issuing an ultimatum right now. They are trying to find this man who assaulted me, to find this man who assaulted other people, and you have a choice. You can come forward, I'll press charges, you'll go to jail, or, since you wanted to cheap shot me, we can host a bout in a sanctioned, legalized MMA competition where the winner will get the money to go to the charity of his choice. So all of this money that's been raised to have this man prosecuted and put in jail, I will match that and donate it to the union of his choice. It's your choice, jail or face me like a man, one-on-one, legally, and I am easy to find. I literally believe, Sean, that if I'd have defended myself at all, even flicked a small little jab, that they would have killed me where I stood. I have never seen this kind of angry, vitriolic hatred. You take a scene from The Dark Knight Rises, it is not as bad as this. I expected Bane to walk in with his cheap little mask. I still don't know why that movie is getting rave reviews. But yes, I expected these people to actually tear me limb from limb. I knew I couldn't take that on. One person, fine, like Mr. Miyagi said. 3 people's too many for anyone. Let's toss 1,200 into the mix. And of course, by the way, Sean, are we not addressing the fact that someone threatened to murder me with a gun on that tape too? I got to be honest, Sean. I took this guy's hardest hit on the jaw. My instinct was to clinch to mitigate damage, and you can see there where I'm holding him and he's not hitting me, and I say, listen, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go. Please don't hit me. And I let go and try and run away and turtle, and he sucker punches me. After that, I got to tell you, I'm going to be honest, I'm not playing tough guy. I was out on my feet. I didn't go down. Walking back, now looking at the tape, some guy grabbed me from behind by the neck as I was going into the tent and yanked me. All of it is a blur. It became a real melee, so I can't tell you. I do know that I was cold clocked and I was sucker punched, and as you can see in the video, they went unanswered. So again, hey, maybe I deserve it, Sean.